Hi everybody on Facebook. We're now doing our first course recce of the Silver State 508. We're about 8 miles out of the city now. So basically we just had the first section of the race for 28 miles is unsupported. So it's important that Joe actually understands this section of the race. And once we, as you can see there, the hill's approaching. Once we come out of about 8 miles, 9 miles, we actually have our first climb of the race. It goes up to about 7,000 feet or so. So Gillian,
yep.
What are we doing today then?
Oh, it's important to get Joe on the bike and to see how his body responds, to see where his body is at. He started this recce ride perfectly hydration, and you know, when he first got here he was mildly dehydrated. I kind of suspected yesterday after him working in the heat he was mildly dehydrated, and he was. But this ride he's worked really hard and he's in a perfect state, so we'll get to see, I'll measure it at the end of this ride, we'll get to see how his body's coping with the heat. For sure.
So hydration wise, what are we using? How are we keeping him hydrated?
Well, he's having to really focus on getting enough fluid down. I mean, there's the actual water in terms of fluid replacement, and then electrolytes, and we'll talk more about electrolytes, you know, when we do the race. Joe doesn't actually naturally drink a lot of water, and in this heat and in this altitude it's going to be, I've brought the...
Are you literally looking at the shade of his urine?
He collects a small piece of his urine, and it's a really simple kit that I put a couple of drops of his urine into the monitor, and it gives me a range of where he's at, and it's either perfectly hydrated, mildly dehydrated, or severely dehydrated. So it's worth the investment to do this test for him.
And so we're kind of trying to work out really how much is he going to lose and how much do we need to put into him in an hour.
Yeah, I mean, right now I just want to see how his body changes, how his body adapts to the heat. It's where we start the race and how his body goes throughout the race. It's more about relative changes. If I see him going from a hydrated state to a severely dehydrated state very quickly, even though he's been taking 24 fluid ounces of liquid, then I'd be concerned. I would be changing my strategy, so we'll just wait and see.
Okay.
There's only so much fluid you can get into him. We don't want to go overboard either.
In terms of food then, what are we kind of using? Like, we're obviously using a mixture of solid and liquid food?
For the whole race?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. More focused on liquid for sure because of the heat, and because I suspect with this altitude his heart rate is going to run higher than normal, which means that there will be less blood flow available for digestion. So the one thing we do not want to do is force his gut to work too hard and run into problems there.
For sure. We must be about 6,000 feet now, 5,500 feet or so, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah.
Does he want us up here?
No, I have to pass.
Okay. Vehicles behind.
At the minute, but it's always good to not caravan, keep everybody happy, so to speak.
It's nice for us to recce this climb. This is what is the road surface like, Alan? Do you think?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's not definitely not as bad as Texas, what I can see, like, you know.
No. So we can wait for him here.
Yeah. Is it time to jump out, or?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right. Let's see if we can jump out. Get away. Wow, what a big vehicle. So yeah, this is kind of the first climb of the race. Here he comes now. Go on, Joe.
Good. Well done.
Looking good. And guys, hopefully the signal holds out going over this mountain. It's great for you guys to actually see what we're doing, and this is really the first time, the first race that we're going to do kind of long lives, so you guys can really get an idea of what we're doing. So we're just waiting now to pull out and catch up with them again. So like I'm generically in charge of the navigation, and we can actually see the route book itself. it's just 1 page long. America is actually quite easy to navigate. A little bit hard for us because we obviously drive in Ireland, so we're not used to kind of the road rules. But you know, if you do ram a couple of times or do a couple of the other races, you do kind of get used to how it works. It's pretty self-explanatory, and it's pretty safe. We do find the drivers here are pretty courteous as well to cyclists. So just look at that kind of scenery that we have in Nevada. This is an excellent. It's a really, really beautiful race as well. The UMCA Silver State.
Barr will leave before that because we're not allowed, as you've said. We'll meet Joe at about mile 30 or mile 28.
Okay. So. And Alan, he is on the Evo bike. Why does he choose the Evo bike for?
Just for the gearing. He's on a 5136.
Okay.
Front sprocket, and I think it's a 27 is the lowest gear. Just so he doesn't burn himself out to get up these first 2 climbs. You can't win the race in the first 50, but you could definitely lose it if you
for sure.
If you go too hard, too fast. So we're just taking it gentle to see how we go.
Yeah. So today is really just about getting those legs turned and just working out that first piece of navigation really out of the city. So we've done that. So this is really our first climb. You see him, look, he's beginning to go now, beginning to get those legs turned.
He was anxious to get on the bike. I mean, it's been 3 days since he's moved his body with travel, etc., etc. So this will be good for him mentally as well.
Yeah, for sure. And he is in a good mood as well, Gillian, isn't he?
He's in a really good place. He's remarkably stress-free, I've got to say, on this race start, and he feels in good flow, and that's always a good sign.
For sure.
It's always a good sign.
For sure. Oh, we'll just stick with him here as we kind of go up the first hills. I assume we're going to lose signal reasonably shortly as we go up the hills.
It's quite an even gradient.
Yeah.
I mean, it's steep and even, so I wouldn't suspect there'd be a whole lot of rhythm changes, which will suit.
And temperature-wise as well, it kind of suits him, doesn't it?
87 degrees, yes. He loves this kind of heat, dry, and I think it's going to be very, very stable. The long-term or the short-term forecast is good. What's your heart rate? Heart rate. Hey.
So we are keeping an eye on all the numbers. Of course, it's very important. Data collection is absolutely vital, isn't it, Gillian?
It is. Although I would say I'm not a huge data. I don't rely too much on the data, but I do want to look at it to challenge a lot of his heart rate. First of all, I'm going to be interested to see at the top of this climb. I will do his oxygen saturation just again to just. And you seem pretty comfortable.
Scroll down after this here, of course. Then Joe talks to E.
It's unusual gearing. He doesn't put him over the edge for too long. Gosh, this is really.
Well, guys, I'm just going to show you the view out here. 1 second. Like, look at that. That is Nevada. Like, what a fantastic race this is going to be. Like, we're only how far in are we?
We're 10 miles in.
We're 10 miles in, and we're getting these fantastic views. Oh, emergency parking only. Oh, ignore that. Ignore that. So yeah, we'll just I think we'll just stick with it as far as the signal goes, maybe to the top of the climb or whatever, and then the idea is today we're just going to go for
about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half or so, like, and see, and just get those numbers, like.
Short and sharp in the heat. We'll have a look at his oxygen sat. We'll have a look at his hydration levels.
Yeah.
And take it from there.
Yeah, and nutrition for the crew is going to be very vital, isn't it, Gillian?
You ask me that question every single time we do.
But it is vital, isn't it?
It is vital because you're vital, and you need to go. We all need to go the distance. We all need to go the distance.
For sure.
I've sussed out where I'm going to do all my food shopping though, and part of it when you're, you land, there's so much going on with building bikes and getting the car set up. But I have to run around figuring out where am I going to get all my supplies. I'm like this afternoon we're going to go buy some cooler boxes because I have ice vests to deal with, and obviously food in the car to deal with at temperature. So
you still have to actually set up Jill's kitchen, so to speak.
I still do, and I never like to leave that to the end. I bought a little toaster for Joe so he can have his toast and nut butter in the morning. Just simple things kind of help him feel like home.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to jump out for a wee second. Is it safe on? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to jump out here, guys. I'm just going to show you this fantastic view. It is warm. It is warm. Like, as far as us pale Irish folk go, it's warm. Like, here he comes. So yeah, what a fantastic view. And like, it's a great opportunity for crews and riders to really get a sense of what America looks like. Go on, Joe, everybody back home's watching. Alrighty. Wow, let's give you a wee view of that. Look at that valley. Look at that valley. And look at my my sexy self. Oh, I'll take you back to the car.
Atta boy. He's moving fast enough, isn't he?
Yeah. Alan, how do you think he's doing?
He's looking smooth, he's looking okay. He's consistent, he's happy. The temperature's good, pressure's good.
And you're happy yourself?
Happy as a pig.
What is that?
A pig and poop.
Pig and poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately we have no feature to bleep out any curse words. So if it does happen, just accept it. Yeah, just roll with it. We're Irish, like, so that's how it rolls. So let's see here. Joe's just up ahead here, so once we get a safe moment, we'll catch up with him again.
He enjoys these big climbs in the US. It's a stark contrast to some of the more alpine climbs, which tend to have these hairpins, but very sharper and steeper hairpins. Yeah. These big sweeps or kind of big curves in the mountains. So he says he feels like he's flying uphill with the big sweeping curves. So he's probably having fun right now. Coming down, he'll love that. Yeah,
Darren said it's pouring down and ported down, so sucks to be you, eh? So yeah, once it's safe, we'll crack on. We'll see if we can catch up with Joe here. I need to take on my seatbelt. Safety first. So yeah, the idea, guys, is this race well, hopefully there's only a lack of signal for about 20 miles, so we're going to do longer feeds. We're going to do longer feeds, and I'm really just bringing you into the crew car. Part of the team, part of the crew. That's the idea. So guys, yeah, if you love the live feeds, leave a comment below, and again, you can comment as it's going on. We can answer you, we can talk to you, and logistics. He's our lead driver, the main safety man, I suppose. Gillian's our nutritionist. I'm the good-looking man of the team. I just make the team good-looking. I also navigate, do the camera work. So yeah, we actually love doing these lives because it actually makes camera work a lot easier for me. In terms of, like, I used to have to film lots of different shots and then come back into the RV, edit, upload, dealing with signal. I remember uploading a document to you via Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. It makes racing for me a lot easier, so it makes the navigation a lot easier as well. So yeah, I think we'll just crack on to the top of this hill.
You can see how long it goes. I can see it's a long enough hill. It's a sharp enough hill at the start of a race. He'll be on this by 5:30 in the morning.
For sure. This is we go about 254 miles out, and then we do a turn. But the actual race goes out to what's known as the loneliest highway in America, which I actually can't wait to see because I love the barrenness of this kind of the West America. Like, and it always makes for some fantastic shots as well on the camera. So
it feels like it ramps up toward it's actually getting steeper the higher we get.
Yeah.
Am I imagining that?
Oh yeah, some eagles. You can see. I don't know if we can pick it up on camera, but there's some eagles floating about. So yeah, tomorrow, so we'll do, hopefully, we're GMT -8, so we're 8 hours behind you guys back home. So what we'll plan to do maybe is do a couple of interviews in the morning, afternoon time. So you guys can, on our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Team Joe Barr. And guys, if you can, always help us by sharing and liking our feeds as well. So what we'll do, I think, is I need to do a wee bit of photography. So guys, what we'll do is we'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Alan just needs to see the mirrors here. So we'll catch up again tomorrow, and we'll talk to Joe about this first section race, how he feels, what's the road surface like. So it actually looks pretty decent as well. Like, so guys, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate the time difference as well. So yeah, like, share, comment below. Any questions you have as well, we can answer tomorrow in our Q&A session. So yeah, see ya. Ciao.